Good morning, everybody, and welcome to episode 36 of Red Dead Adventures here on Off the Shelf Reviews. I am your host, your cowboy, your man in black, the outlaw with one eye and the gun in his hand, Ian Buckingham, and I'm back, baby. It's been a week. It's been a week. What's the date today? It's the 7th of October today. It's been at least 7 days since the last episode 35 that I did. And my God, it's been a bit of a crazy friggin' week. I mean, hey, Seed Hill, yeah, I'm back, baby. Big boss man over from Hungary should be jumping in a minute. I was just chatting to him on Discord. He's on his sick break, or sick leave. Hopefully nothing too bad. And he was wondering, obviously, when I was going to be back. And like I said, I've been wanting to get back all last week. Like, it's been crazy. Like, I put episode 35 out, and there was some guy commented on it on the YouTube page, about how he'd had to turn his notifications off of the videos. Actually, before I carry on, just make sure you remind me if the sound's not right or if there's anything too crazy. Obviously, it's been a while, so I'm just making sure everything's working back to normal. But this guy commented on there and he said, I'm going to turn my notifications off because all I see at the moment are just these Red Dead videos popping up and it's not what I signed up for. And I was just like, man, our our videos go up every Thursday. So if you're only here for the film reviews, then tune in every Thursday, and every Thursday there'll be a new one. Obviously, I know that some people don't like getting lots of notifications from videos from sites that they signed up. What's up? Morning, Silver Spike. But, at the same time, these people are trying to build up their channel, I suppose, trying to make some kind of headway on the world of YouTube. What up, Jack Hornins? Hey. And so I wanted to say that obviously if you see, like, if after a while you see the notifications pop up, and you're like, oh my God, he's playing Red Dead Redemption again, you can say, and you can tell me and tell Gary that obviously, yeah, you like my clothes actually. I've been obviously buying a lot of clothes. I bought these new, can I look at my boots from first person mode? I can. I'll have to go to a wardrobe, but I bought these funky new kind of hug boots, which kind of went with my hunter. Because I'm going a bit hunter at the moment, trying to build up my trader. But obviously the main thing is the challenges, and so I've got 15 at the moment. I'm almost about to unlock the 16th one, which means I'm going to have a lot to do, but it's just about keeping those challenges going. 147 days. 147 days. But this is the thing. I mean, I wanted to say this to people that obviously, when you go onto YouTube, you only really see the Valentine's. So I'll go get the drinks first, get the streak continuing. When you might go onto a video and you might just see like a comment like that. Like, I've never really said this before, and I don't really mean to say it, but, like, somebody said to me over the weekend that obviously if I'm not saying it, then maybe I should say it. But obviously, if every now and again, if you can drop something on the, on the YouTube page, even if it's just a like or a comment, just so that the videos don't get inundated by these people who obviously don't see what we're doing here. I mean, I'm seeing Seed Hill, Silver Spike, Jack Hawkins, Boss, what up, Boss? I just talking to you on Discord, yeah. And we've got like a kind of morning community thing going on here, which, some people just don't get. I want that guy's mask. Where the fuck did you get that mask from, mate? Got a bit of a Jason Voorhees thing going on there. I might need to get that mask. But yeah, like I said, it's been and Funny Mugatail. Hey, Funny. You know, it's been a crazy, crazy week. Let's start off by talking about my son burning himself. Morning, Kieran Woods. Um, like I said, it's been a week since I've actually been on, and you know, I always try to aim to get on as much as I could. But about a week ago on a Sunday, my wife was going to do Pretty Muddy. Pretty Muddy is a kind of little brown bats, fresh produce. I probably should get to the general store and pick up some fresh produce. Pretty Muddy is kind of like an assault course for people to do in our local park. And my wife had signed herself up for it on a Sunday, and she said, you know, can you come up and support me and just keep me going. I'm like, yeah, of course, dear, of course. You know, that's what we're there for. You know, we're family. That's what we do. And so, you know, I'd gotten up. I'd got myself ready because I had work that day as well. This is about. She's left to go for this place about 9 o'clock in the morning. We're supposed to meet her at 11 o'clock in the park. The park's like 10 minutes away from our house. So I wasn't rushing. You know, it was like, I'll get a couple of challenges done on Red Dead, and then we'll get Dylan up, we'll get him dressed, and we'll go out to the wife. So, Dylan's in the front room playing, I need fresh food. Bread trunk, crackers, chocolate bar, canned peas, canned strawberries, fine brandy. Where's my... Oh, it's in my satchel, that's right. Dylan's in the front room playing Fortnite with his friends. And you know what kids are like. They do not want to pull their attention away from the computer if they can. So I've said to Dylan, you need to go get your breakfast ready. Yeah, okay, Dad, okay. So he picks up the Switch, because obviously the Switch is detachable from the stand. Walks into the kitchen with it, and he's making his pancakes. Drops a couple of pancakes into the toaster, and I'm just getting myself ready. And I make myself a cup of tea. Now the kettle is by the toaster. So I say to Dylan, as I've just made my cup of tea, Dylan, careful, my tea's there and it's hot. Okay, Dad, yeah, okay. And yes, my wife also did the 10k marathon yesterday. That's Dave just popped in to say that. She did. I'll get to that point as well. Is that a marathon? 10k run? It's a 10k run. Anyway, Dylan, I turned my back for 2 seconds. Now, this is a warning to anybody who doesn't have children. You will turn your back, and something will happen. It's just law. It's just frigging sod's law. I turn my back for 2 seconds to put something in the dishwasher, and all of a sudden I hear, ow, 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 oh God, ow, ow, ow. And I turn around, I'm like, what? And he's got hot tea down his front. And he's only wearing his pajamas, so it's hit his stomach, on his belly, it's hit his leg, and I shit you not, this tea was fresh out, boiling hot off the kettle, and has literally taken the skin off of his leg. And I'm like, shit. So I immediately strip his clothes off right there in the middle of the kitchen. I rush him upstairs to the bathroom. At first, I'm not sure what to do. My girlfriend is 7 months, so you're making me even more scared. Oh, right, she's 7 months pregnant. I thought she was 7 months. I was going to say, Kieran, Jesus Christ, man, you're going to get arrested for that shit. Anyway, no, Kieran, you got to hear this out, because, you know, get ready to be stand-up dad mode when your baby is born. Morning, Davey. Anyway, yeah. So I take him upstairs. I strip all of his pajamas off. I get some cold cloths, and we start applying the wet, not freezing cold, but slightly cold cloths to his belly and to his leg. Now, I'm very heavy-handed, and people always complain that I hurt people when I'm trying to actually be helpful. So I step back, and I'm like, son, here's 2 bowls of water. You just keep applying that water to yourself until you feel better. But I'm looking at the burns, and I'm thinking, shit, man, they're red. The one on his stomach literally went across where the belt line is. I'm like, Christ. Okay, the wife is at Pretty Muddy. She's going to freak out that we're not there. I need to wake the stepson up, and I need to send him up there to obviously, tell her. But I don't want her to freak out because she'll come rushing back, and, people will be questioning me. Like we live in a generation now, ladies and gentlemen, that when you're a parent, because of all the I was going to swear then, because of all the people who've taken advantage of doctors' care in the past, innocent parents cannot just take their children to the hospital and say, my son fell down the stairs, even though he did, because they will question social services and all that kind of stuff will step in, they'll question you. So you got to be on the board. So I knew that everybody would immediately take a look at me and say, how did he get tea down his front? And I had to make sure that the situation was straightforward. So I also used the NHS website at that point. I cannot thank the internet more. Luckily, I live in a generation now where I can search the internet for help for burns. And that's what I did. I used the NHS website and followed all of their walkthrough of applying the cloths and checking for shock, because Dylan actually did go into a slight shock for a bit. He started to get really, really cold, but he didn't want to let go of the cloths because obviously his mind was telling him that he was burnt, and he was upset and he was afraid, and he's looking at his stomach and he's just like, I don't know what to do. So I had to, at the while, take the cloths away from him to sorry, I'm also bounty hunting at the same time, to also obviously make sure that he was fine. After about an hour, the wife finally came back from Pretty Muddy. She was like, what should we do? And I've been following the website, all of their walkthrough. Are they here? That's the track. I'd followed the website, applied the cloths, cooled him down, made sure he hadn't gone into shock. I measured the burn, and it was then that we realized that obviously we had to take him to the hospital because it was quite large. And I wasn't too fussed about this. I'd already thought about calling the ambulance while I was there with Dylan, but if you live in the UK, and I know a lot of us also do, the UK's the ambulance reaction time can be anything between 10 minutes to an hour, simply because they prioritize the victims. My son may be 9 years old and burned, but if there's a 65-year-old stab victim, obviously the ambulance is going to go to him first. I haven't got a problem with that. I've got, I'll deal with this situation as and when I can with what I've got. And so that's kind of the perspective I took. I had to control the situation. I had to stabilize Dylan before I could call the ambulance and just start freaking out that my son was hurt. We did take him up to the hospital. We did get him checked out. And so once they put the bandages on, all of last week, when I could have been playing Red Dead Redemption in the morning with you guys, was actually me taking care of Dylan all week. That boy was so lucky. He was able to he just chilled on the sofa, I didn't want him to move. I wanted the burn to obviously heal properly, and so making him move around, like our parents would have made us get up and move around too much. Brian Parent, everyone wants to be funny, but parenthood is also the greatest joy of my life. Probably Ian's too. Don't worry, Kieran. Yeah, don't worry, Kieran. It is the greatest joy. Like, I was able to step up with this situation. I'm looking for, where's the friggin' sense? I was able to step up. Like I said, I had to really think on the fly. Like, what am I going to do here? What can I do to help Dylan? He is okay now. This is why I'm able to get back on today, because the wife said to me last night, like, I've been talking to Linda a lot about what I've been doing in Red Dead this week because, well, I haven't been talking to anybody else. And so last night she was like, maybe Dylan can go back to school tomorrow. I'm like, oh, really? She's like, yeah, he's fine. He's running around. He's playing. We went out for lunch yesterday and he was playing in the park. So the bandages he had on weren't kind of causing him any discomfort. The burn nurse actually came around on Friday, and she had a look at it, and she said, like, he's fine. She said that it's not going to scar. I did everything properly. Cling film was the other thing. That was the one thing that really freaked me out. Was once they had said about taking the cold cloths off, you had to lie cling film right over the top of the burn. And so that was the weirdest thing about it. But the nurses and the doctor actually said that was the one thing that helped kind of stabilize the wound, because it starts to weep, and the weeping obviously... Oh shit, I got pulled over. The weeping obviously is where it can cause infection and stuff if you're not protecting it properly. So covering it with cling film did that absolutely brilliantly. So I was like, cool. I was doing my job. So Kieran, to anybody who's in the chat about talking about kids and worried about children, you step up. Don't freak out. Stabilize yourself, and I'll bolo the both of you if I have to. You ain't scrambling anywhere. You two just been boloed. There we go. That was pretty easy. I bought bowlers. Bowlers are so good to throw at the moment. I've been having such fun with getting bounties. Oh, thank you very much. I'm going to loot the two of you. There we go. That's that one done. And as a surprise for myself, because of obviously saving Dylan and all that, I also bought a bounty wagon. But I need to make my horse disappear first. So call Artex over. Gentlemen, you are under arrest under the laws of this here land that we work in. I am your bounty hunter, the Duke, and once my horse gets here, I'll get the bounty wagon and get us both to town, for some good imprisoning, sorry. So I'm going to flee the horse. You have to send your horse away, and then just like what you used to do in GTA 5, you can go to the stables. It's like your mobile phone. And you can call out your bounty wagon. So my bounty wagon is now coming down the way. I need to save up to obviously get my hunting wagon, which I really want to get. You guys ain't going nowhere. Where the hell do you think you're trying to untie yourself to? Where are you gonna go? You ain't going nowhere. Shove the two of you right in the back of this here bounty wagon. Stow. It's a shame you can't ride this normally. Like, it'd be class if you could actually get your posse into the back. But you can only do it to bounties, so. Boss, screw last week. Everyone getting hurt. First, my friend gets into a car crash. My uncle gets a heart attack. I dislocate my shoulder, and now I hear about Dylan. Yeah. I was really worried about my wife because, like Dave said earlier, she did the 10K run yesterday. The 10K run around Plymouth, which I was very, very proud for. She's never really done anything like that before, but you know what girls are like. Girls love to exercise and keep themselves fit, and so the wife recently has been doing a lot of running, and then somebody in her work mentioned about her doing the 10K run, so she thought about doing that. So we were all up yesterday at 6:30 in the morning to get ready. The race didn't start until 8:30, but the wife wanted to be up, have some breakfast, get herself limbered up and all ready, so that's what we did. We went in town with her yesterday. She went off with her friends to get herself in a position to do the run, and me and Dylan and her the stepson Tom, we basically just moved from like checkpoint to checkpoint to basically spurring her on. She's practicing running away from me, Dave, is she? Well, she doesn't practice very well, We went out for lunch yesterday. Pow! Oh, blew hell. Pow! Dead motherfucker. Oh, here comes his friend. Here comes his friend. Boss, this one's for you. Pow! Oh, he got pulled by his horse. But we did do a little run at the end, which was kind of funny. She was making her run to the finish, and you could just see the not the strain in her eyes, but the determination that she was gonna finish it. So me and Dylan ran the last few meters down the finish line with her, just to kind of spurring her on. That was enough for me. I almost friggin' died from that. Just enough. Yep, thanks, Boz. I did properly take care of him. In my mind, I was thinking back to how my parents would have taken care of me, and my mum was. I wouldn't say she was harsh. I suppose she was a different generation, so it was a case of, oh, your leg's falling off, walk it off. You know, oh, you're dying, stop crying. You know, where if I knew if I kind of took that approach with Dylan, when he was older, he'd probably resent me for it. You know, it would be a case of, my dad was so harsh to me when I got hurt. Which I didn't want. I wanted him to be able to say, hey, my dad was always there for me when I needed him, which was cool. So that's a bounty hunter done. So, that's what I've been up to this week. I hope you've all had a really, really good week. You're dying, stop crying. Yeah. If you keep crying, I'm going to give you something to cry about. It's like, what the fuck? I just hurt myself. So that's my little thing with Dylan. I've got a bunch of talking points for this episode because I wanted to take, as I said at the start, there was a few people who weren't too happy with me doing these videos, which obviously I apologize for, but it's something I'm going to do because I did that one, but it doesn't seem to be working. I don't understand. Unless I need to hit them in the head. I'm going to do crypts, actually. I'm going to do some animal donating. That's what I'm going to do. I need a camp. Set it in the Heartland. No, I need to activate the posse first, actually. I wanted to make the videos not just about Red Dead, but I wanted to get together for, chatting with people. Because, I love playing, I love playing Red Dead, and obviously I'm going to be playing Red Dead for, I feel quite a while. But I also wanted to make it a thing for, the community, like yourselves here. Hey, Campbell, for coming in and saying hi and having us talk about stuff. Kieran, keep doing them. I don't even have Red Dead 2, but the banter and the community guys make it priceless. Cheers, Kieran. Thanks a lot. So with the new update, there's the Campbell now. With the new update that's come out, things have gotten so much better with this game. As you can see, I've got my new wagon. Hopefully the new updates worked for Campbell, so he's not being disconnected so much. We did notice over the weekend, Campbell, didn't we, that you haven't disconnected as much as you have over the weekend. Can you get on here? It is set to everyone. Hold on. Stables, vehicles, vehicle access. Yes. It says everyone could get on it. But alright, I'm heading to camp anyway, Campbell, because I want to do some hunting for crips. But last night I was playing this. I was just doing a few challenges because obviously I'd been out most of the day. And what was really crazy is I came back to camp. So here's my camp, Crips' camp here. Got my Crips trading post all set up and whatnot. And what was really funny was I came back and there was an old man just sat here. Just sat in this little spot where I'm crouched here. There was this old man just sat down on the floor. Hey, Sergeant Ruffles! Hey, Iain, been a while, but I'm glad to be here early this New York morning. Wow, morning in New York. The city, is it really morning if the city never sleeps? That one, yeah. Yeah, so there's this old man just kind of sat here at the camp. And he sees me roll up and he's just like, hey you, I need to call Artex. Oh, I need to heal Linda. Okay, I'm going to heal Linda. Do I need to take my wagon back, do I? I might have to take my wagon back. So there's this old man just sat here, and he comes up and he's talking about how he can see me in him, like I thought it was Tom Waits. Well, he was topless. He had a raggedy trousers on. He had an old beard, and he kind of looked like me, just a really older version. And he says to me if you've got some meat, that would be really good. And I'm just like, okay, here's some meat. And so I gave it to him, and he said thanks a lot, and he left, and he said he'd see me again. And I'm like, oh, these random encounters. There's a lot of random encounters at the moment. I need to get some supplies in. There's a lot of random encounters at the moment that have been happening, which have just been so good. Like, I've been walking past people in Valentine who just get shot. You know, people have got a bit of a dispute going on. Campbell, can you get on the wagon? Try getting on the wagon again. There you go. You can get on the wagon. Cool. I need to get rid of my horse, my wagon, because I need to get my horse back. So we need to head to the stables over there. And then we're going to get some carcasses. You know, there have been so many random encounters happening while I've been on mission. Last night, I did 3 challenges while heading to a bounty mission. Whoa. And then I met up with, there was a random guy who was kidnapped. I've had it a couple of times. Where there's a man or a woman who's been kidnapped, and these people are holding him. I don't know if these people are bandits or bounty hunters, but I rescued these people, and it's a good thing. And I'm like, you know, I said this maybe episode 2, episode 3 of Red Dead Adventures, but people said there was nothing to do in this game. And I stand there now wholeheartedly and say, there is so much to do in this game now. There's so much to do in this game that, like, new players will get overwhelmed by it. You know, they'll just not know what to do first, which I think is just absolutely brilliant. Yeah, well, Campbell, I don't know if they did a proper patch, but obviously, you know, you had such disconnection issues for so long. I mean, I know we've still got the timer going, we've reset the clock, but, like, you didn't disconnect over the weekend properly, which was pretty good. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, so the update's been really, really good. I'm on 148 days, which is awesome. I can't wait to get to my, my birthday, because my birthday is going to be like 180 days, which would be nice. I need to set Artex. Can I Oh no, Artex is always deactive. So we'll get him out now. So I still wholeheartedly say that this game is one of the best games that you can get out there, even though it's almost a year old. But for a game that's almost a year old, it looks and plays as beautiful as it did fucking brand new. And it's coming to PC. What up, Paul N? What up, Burton Guna? What up, Michigan? Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 is on PC November 5th, which is 4 days before my birthday, which I think is absolutely brilliant. And I just think, like, if you're, I don't know if people remember how long it took GTA 5 to come out on the PC. It took a while, actually. It took took a year or something. Because, I don't know, maybe they were trying to stop cheaters. Maybe they were trying to just make it a nice community. I think they've learned a lot from it now. And this is why the Red Dead... I read some comments of people waiting when the update had come out for the PC, and they were so excited about getting mods. You know, mods. Oh, the mods are going to be great. I can't wait to mod Red Dead Redemption. I'm like, what is the point? Why buy a game just so that you can mod it? You're not playing the game then anymore. You're just cheating. You know, oh, I can't be bothered to ride across the map, so I've modded my game. So I've modded the game. Yes, I was born November 9th, 1982, boss. 1982, same year as the thing. So that's what I've always thought was really cool. You know, yeah, you're modding the game, so you're not playing the game anymore. You're breaking it so that you can just cheat it. You know, a lot of people did that with GTA. You know, it was a case of, oh, I don't, is that an owl? It's an owl. Get my Lancaster out. You know, I play as the Hulk now. And it's just like, why? Why? Because that just kind it also does ruin the online experience for other people because they'll be coming along, you know, and all of a sudden here comes the Hulk running down the road, you know. I am so old, Dave. Campbell, were you 1981? Were you? Wow, birthdays. It's great. I need 10 donations to Crips and 4 carcasses. So I'm hoping that the 4 large carcasses. That's right. Oh, ducks. Where's the ducks? There. I'm hoping that the PC community becomes cross-platform play. 1991 for Kieran Woods. I'm hoping it becomes cross-platform play because I have noticed that the world of Red Dead Redemption 2 has been a lot quieter recently, which is kind of nice because I'm actually enjoying it just being me at the moment. Oh, me and my posse members, obviously. There's Campbell. But then again, I won't be too surprised if the PC community and the console community are kept separate because you might end up having PC players coming along and just fucking it up for other people. Not that I'm saying that they will, but you know how these things work. Somebody somewhere always goes, oh, I can't be bothered to play online because that guy keeps killing me. I'm gonna cheat and ruin the game for everybody else. But hopefully that doesn't happen. So, okay, right, I've got two other talking points I want to talk about, okay? I'll let you guys choose them, because I have 3. And one of them is, I want to talk about the Joker. You're all kids. Ferry Zalona. How old are you, Ferry Zalona? Are you like 1975? 67, you young. Seed Hill was 67? That's nothing. My wife is 61. Well, she's not obviously 61. She was born in 61. So we're all nothing at the moment. You're only as young as you feel, and I'm feel my legs, which makes me 36. So, yeah. So the Joker came out at the weekend, and I'm not going to talk about it. I wikied it, but I'm not going to talk about it. What I want to say is I'm going to give it a week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to say this now. In a week's time, next Monday, I'm going to talk about what I thought about the Joker. I haven't watched it. I wikied it. And I will watch it. I'm on it. But I read the story. And I kind of feel I need to talk about the story to people. But I know that the film has literally just come out, and so I'm looking for supplies. If people are wondering what the hell I'm doing, it's because I'm looking for donations to Crips. Could head to Valentine actually and check the farms. But yeah, I want to talk about it. So I'm saying this now. Remind me if I forget next Monday that we're going to talk about the Joker. I don't want any spoilers, obviously, so I want everybody to know this now as well while they're in the... is that a thing up there? While we're in the chat now, that if over the next couple of days, if you go to see Joker and you come back and you decide that you're going to spoil it for people, we will be very upset. So this is a fair warning to everybody not to spoil it until next Monday. Then next Monday we're gonna be discussing about it. But AEW versus WWE, or do we want to talk about Terminator Genesis? Because I watched that last night, and I do want to talk about Terminator Dark Fate, but I'll let you guys talk about it. See what you guys want me to talk about. Wrestling or Terminator? And Rambo. Oh my god, I read the story. I wikied Rambo as well. I cannot wait to talk about that one. I can't wait to talk about Rambo. That's going to be And you know, it was right. So I got a vote from Boss for Terminator. So I'm gonna see if somebody else pops in. What the next one? Terminator. Okay, so we got two votes for Terminator. So Terminator Dark Fate is coming out soon, and I haven't wikid it yet because it hasn't come out yet. But the wife, oh man, it crashed on me. Campbell, I crashed. So I'm gonna have to reset the Xbox. Yeah. So Terminator Genesis came out last night. We were watching it last night, and I've obviously seen the trailers for Dark Fate. Yeah, don't worry, guys. Obviously, it does crash, but games crash. Things happen. If your game doesn't crash, it's not a good game. Um, and so Skynet is listening. Is that Gary? Gary's in there. Gary's. So I'd seen the trailers for Terminator Dark Fate, and they've recently just dropped the newest trailer showing, spoilers, the T-800 Arnold Schwarzenegger model walking around fighting somebody, or fighting that new guy in the trailer. And from the trailer that I watched, what they're talking to Arnie, and Arnie says to him like I've been learning, and I'm like, wait, so this T-800 model is just sitting around his house for X amount of years, just waiting, is he? He's just waiting. Does anybody else not see a problem with that? Because I'm like, what? That would mean that somebody else has sent back a Terminator through the time displacement machine at some point just to sit around and wait for Sarah Connor to turn up with a little Mexican girl and some short-haired blonde girl. Gary's watching porn. You know, it just seems very out of place. But anyway, Terminator Genesis. Sat there watching last night. Yeah, he's playing a T-800 again. Because that's what I'm gathering from the trailer. But we're watching Terminator Genesis last night. And I believe now that Terminator Genesis is the worst, absolute the worst Terminator movie ever made. Obviously, hands down, it's worse than Terminator 1 and 2. That's a given. You know, that's perfectly fine. But I also believe it is worse than Salvation and Terminator 3. And now my point is this. Because the is that Campbell there? Hey Campbell. Oh, I almost shot you with a bow and arrow. I didn't mean to do that. Wow, this is that. Oh, that's not my cam. I thought that was my cam and somebody else's cam too. Oh, oh man, you gonna hog tie my ass on camera? Ah, you motherfucker. He has a reinforced. He's got a reinforced. He's got a reinforced lasso, so it would have taken me ages to get out of that one. Genesis, right? I didn't think it was gonna be. I didn't think it was that bad when I first watched it. And Jay Courtney, is not bad. Like the Emilia Clarke stuff with Sarah Connor, she's all right. She probably has killed her career now after Game of Thrones. Where is he? He is. There it is. Oh. Right, no, Campbell, I'm hunting. I'm supposed to be hunting. So join the posse if you want to join the posse. And I did like the Terminator stuff, but here's where the problems arise, okay? So, So, Jay Courtney is sent back through time by John Connor to start up the whole timeline, right? And when he turns up in LA 1984, he realizes that something's wrong because Sarah Connor has come to save him and a T-1000 is already there waiting for him to turn up. Okay, right. We then learn from Sarah Connor that the Terminator was sent back and saved her in the past because a T-1000 had been sent back to kill her. Yeah? You're like, okay. So somebody in the future has messed with the timeline. Because at that moment that Kyle Reese sees Doctor Who kill John Connor, or change John Connor. Morning, Adam, FN, how are you? He, at that point, they have, like, all the time in the world to send Terminators back wherever they want. Okay, that's what I gather from there. You know, I gather that somewhere along the lines, between Kyle Reese going back and John Connor being sent back, because I'll get to that point in a minute, they decided to send back lots and lots of Terminators to try and kill Sarah Connor. But somebody in the future sent back a T-800 to protect Sarah Connor as a little girl, and that Terminator grows up with her to take care of her. Right? I'm going cross-eyed trying to keep up with this, so I apologize if you start to get confused, because I start to get confused after a while because of all the alternative time displacement. Right, so somebody sends back a T-1000 to 1984 to kill Kyle Reese. But they have also already sent back the T-800 to 1984 to still kill Sarah Connor of that timeline. But Sarah Connor of that timeline and the T-800 Arnold Schwarzenegger already know about this. So they're already there, waiting. And they not only take out the T-800, but they also take out the T-1000. So that means that the T-800 Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's been protecting Emilia Clarke, already knows all this. He even says somebody sent him back in time, but he doesn't know who it is because they wiped his memory. Right, okay, so somebody in the future is already trying to help change the past, even though the Skynet with the nanomachines has already technically changed the future because of the different Terminators that he sent back. So, once you get past that brain mess, whatever that is, you then get to the point where they say, hey, we got to change Genesis because Kyle knows about Genesis, so we're going to jump forward in time now. Adam FN, that's the thing. I don't think Terminator Genesis is better than Salvation. Salvation makes sense. Salvation is just setting up Kyle Reese from the moment... not Kyle Reese. Setting up the John Connor meeting Kyle Reese story, because we hadn't never known that. With Genesis, we get that. We get Kyle Reese being saved by John Connor, and we get the whole infatuation of Kyle Reese loving his son / his father figure for him. But the fact that they changed the story makes absolute no sense, because they jump forward in time to get to 2014, which is now completely fucked the whole timeline. There is no John Connor because there is no sex between Sarah Connor and Kyle Reese. So Skynet wins hands down. But Skynet has already gone back in time because it's now making itself software. Squirrel. Now, Terminator 3 already set up the fact that we knew that it was software. Oh, come on. Why can't I pick that up? There's a skunk right there. We already knew it was software because, well, if you've been following the series, that's what they fucking told us. But they made it software again so that it could be software in the future. So that it could make these nanomachines. Now, what makes Terminator Genisys even more worse is because as fans, because some of us are to blame for this, because as fans, none of us actually liked the story behind it. Oh, sorry, Campbell. Sorry, Campbell. I didn't mean to. Because the story didn't do well, they decided not to carry on with it. Okay? And because they decided not to carry on with it, I believe Genisys was going to become have a second and third movie. You know? Because it ends on a cliffhanger. They even go to Kyle Reese as a kid and they ask Kyle Reese, the kid Kyle Reese, to remember that Genisys is Skynet. Genisys versus Alien Covenant. You know what? I'd go with Alien Covenant because at least it makes sense. I mean, the only problem with Alien Covenant is the fact that David says that he created the alien, which we know is kind of bullshit. But other than that, everything else still kind of makes sense and works. Terminator Genisys literally has no completion to the storyline, so it is unable to loop back on itself to fill in all the little blanks. You know, it's unable to remind us that get those ducks. Who sent Arnie back? You know, was it going to be a case? Grab those ducks from me if you can, Campbell. We'll carry as many back as we can. Maybe if I can drop some of these bodies just up here, actually, just by the camp. Yeah, because it doesn't finish off who sent it back. I was thinking about it last night. You know, maybe in the next movie, they were going to be hunted by Terminators again, and Kyle was going to be killed, or Sarah was going to be killed, but it was going to make no impact on the future, and so they decided that maybe, just maybe, they needed to go to the future, and it was Kyle or Sarah who sent the T-800 back to start up the whole story. I don't know, because there's, you know, I'm just speculating of how time travel works. And then even then, my brain still sits there going, what? Because, like I said, it ends with that Skynet thing in the basement, which means Skynet was still alive. And if that is the case, then yeah, then there was going to be some kind of advancement to the story. There was going to be some new Terminator somewhere. Like who sent John Connor? Why did John Connor go back in time to 2014? He walks into the hospital room and sees his mum and Kyle there. Now, if he's more than human, why does he want them to be part of him as his mum and dad? It makes no point. It makes no sense. You know, he wants them dead because he knows what they are. Like, he's a machine. He should know 110% fully that they are going to attempt to stop me because I'm trying to bring death to humanity. They're going to. You know, but it boggles the mind what they were thinking. And it even boggles the mind even more why they would say, well, that film failed. We won't make any more. We'll just reboot it all over again and take everything to the start. We'll bring Sarah, we'll bring Linda Hamilton and Arnold Schwarzenegger back, because obviously the fans love all that. They love going back and watching the old. That's what we want. It's like, no, we just want the freaking story to make sense, because you keep giving us things that don't make sense, and then question us why we don't buy it on DVD or go see it in the cinema. Boggles the mind.
Getting a little low on supplies here.
Yeah, I know I need to drop off more supplies. That's what I'm doing now. Jesus. Oh, is it a skin possum? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Pick that up. Get the turkey. There's a duck over here. There's possums over here. Where's Artex? Put that on you. Yeah, it completely just boggles the mind. Like, he even says, like, he walks into the place and he's just like, we're going to be together. And I'm like, kill them now. Just kill both of them right now. Save yourself all of the trouble. And then Arnold turns up and goes, no, this is not John Connor. It's like, well, obviously it is. He's just been upgraded by Skynet. I also made predictions last night that, obviously in this new Terminator movie, it's going to be talking sequence, chase sequence, talking sequence, chase sequence, talking sequence, chase sequence, because it seems like the directors of the films think that's all there is to a Terminator movie. It's Guy, didn't all of these terrible movies at the very least subvert your expectations? Yeah, I try to avoid some of it now. That's why I don't really worry about going to the cinema about watching them, because I'm just like, I'm gonna buy them on DVD, but I'm not that massively fussed about them. I need more donations, large donations to Crips. I need deers. That's what I need. But I will watch Dark Fate because I want to see how it all works. And after Genesis, I don't think it will, but I'll be happy when it does. Is that large or medium? I need a deer. That's what I need. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take your pelts. Take your pelts. As many pelts as I can. Got him. Get him, Campbell. Get that one. So, on to wrestling now. AEW Dynamite showed their first showing on, well, for us over here, it was Friday. Friday night. I didn't realize that this was going to happen, but Friday night, ITV4, 11 o'clock, TNA, I almost said TNA, AEW Dynamite, which is the new All Elite Wrestling show from Cody Rhodes and the Rhodes family, I suppose. Starting up their own little wrestling show. I wouldn't say they're trying to compete. I think they're trying to just do something new. And I watched it. Like I said, I came back from work Friday night, 9 o'clock, sorry. Sat down, chilled with Dylan. Dylan was playing Dragon Quest Builders 2, sorry. And I was watching a documentary on Joseph Goebbels, sorry, making a Titanic movie. What the? Now that was very surprising. Joseph Goebbels making a Titanic movie, but it turned out that it's actually all because, he was trying to give the German people. Where'd it go? It's around here somewhere. There it is. He was giving the German people propaganda to kind of reinforce the attacking of the UK. You know, they had to really justify to the people, the German people, why they were invading, because obviously the war effort 1940s was kicking off. And he was adamant that they could make a film that portrayed the British people in a light of just being greedy and money makers. So he constructed this whole film where the owner of the White Star Line, who were the business makers behind the Titanic, were actually um, trying to get the Titanic to speed to America as quickly as possible so that they could make money from it. Um, and the White Star owner even pay more money to the captain of the Titanic to go as fast as he could because, you know, it's all about the money. Part of me actually fully believes this because I don't fully understand why a ship that big with such a slow stopping um, braking mechanism would be going that fast at that time of night in icy covered waters. I actually partially always believed that the Titanic was part of a insurance scam because they'd forked out so much money for a lot of their shit. Um, they needed to make some money back, and so sinking the Titanic was just a giant insurance scam. I don't know if that's true or not, but looking into it, there are so many reasons against why that ship should have sank. It's crazy. Anyway, like I said, I was watching this documentary. It was really, really good. I wanted to catch more of it, but I just didn't get a chance. But after Dylan had gone to bed, I was flicking through the channels, looking for something to watch. Jet Li the One was on, which I was really tempted to watch. American Pie 2 was on, which I was really tempted to watch. It was like a 1999 night on Friday. Actually, there was another film. It was 1999. I can't remember what it was, but I was contemplating watching it, and that's when I saw TNA. TNA. I said it again. AEW was on, and I was like, really? My God, I gotta watch this because obviously everybody had been talking to me recently about watching AEW and seeing what I would think. So I put it on. The first match I watched was Cody Rhodes versus Sammy Guerrero's, some young up and comer. Now I will say initially, as a big wrestling fan, I do compare everything to WWE. I do compare everything to WCW and ECW and TNA and Ring of Honor and all of that. So initially, AEW Dynamite looked like TNA to me. But in a big stadium. It was in a big stadium. So it was more, they had the crowd for a pay-per-view show than a normal house show, which was the first thing that stood out to me because it took me back to the crowds that WWE used to have back in the day, back in the 90s, the Attitude Era and all that kind of stuff, and how their crowds were really, really quite small. And how their crowds were really quite small, where nowadays they're huge, massive crowds, and then that's where they lose a lot of their business because some of the seats are empty, and people don't think people are turning up at the show. And the thing that got me was I was just like, okay, AEW, I think you're setting yourself too big at this start. You should start it off smaller. Start off as a smaller show. I know you're trying to make the most money. Maybe you put in a lot of money into this show, and this is why you're trying to make it back. But even in the first match with Cody Rhodes, there was a couple of, I wouldn't say botches, but there were a couple of spots missed. For those of you who are not in the language of wrestling lingo, spots are where two wrestlers obviously get together and they say, okay, we're going to do this. And then they do it to get the crowd pumped. They'll save a particular move for when the crowd are going really, really quiet. So then they can pull it out and they can go, hey, look. And the crowd comes back to life. And there was a couple of spots missed in the very first match. And I was like, ooh, your first night and you miss? You know, I'm not going to hold it against you because everybody misses. Even WWE does it. But you're supposed to be setting a new standard. And so to miss just your couple of spots, even Cody Rhodes, an experienced wrestler like Cody Rhodes, missed a couple of spots. And I'm like, you shouldn't be. You know, if anybody should be missing, it should be the younger guy. But the younger guy was actually doing a lot of a better job than in Cody, which, like, I'm not saying, I'm not trying to be overly harsh. It was still a really good show. Um, and like I said, I really think Cody Rhodes has come a long way, actually. You know, he's trying his very best to get out of. Hey, Brinsley, what
Supplies are
up?
running down.
He's trying to get out from
I
underneath
suppose
his
this will
father's
do.
shadow and his brother's
Excellent.
shadow
Thank you.
and set off on his own. But I feel like he's also always
I'll take
kind of
whatever I
being
can get.
compared to his brother and his father without even trying. You know, people go, "Oh yeah, you're Cody Rhodes, you're Dusty Rhodes' son." It's like, no, it's just Cody Rhodes. He's just Cody Rhodes, okay? Let him do his own thing. We all love Dusty Rhodes. Yeah, Dusty Rhodes was amazing, but you know, Dusty's gone. Dusty left a legacy, and now he let's let him go. Let Cody do his own thing. Um, I watched a few of the matches. The Young Bucks and Kenny Omega versus basically LAX from TNA and Chris Jericho. That I thought was that was all right, but the ending was cheap. John Moxley turned up. John Moxley, for those of you who don't know, was Dean Ambrose in WWE and has basically, I feel because he wasn't getting the push as Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins was getting. He wanted to leave, and so he's gone to AEW, and now I can feel something vibrating, or maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. He's gone now to TNA. Keep saying TNA because it's AEW. He's gone now to All Elite Wrestling, and he's gone up against Kenny Omega. And the final spot, he pulled Kenny Omega out of the match, and there was this spot between him and Kenny Omega where he backdropped Kenny Omega into a glass coffee table. Hey, Bloodmaster's back! Bloodmaster, where the hell you been? Been working my ass off on here on my own. He backdropped Kenny Omega through a glass coffee table, which immediately took my mind back to ECW. You know, it made me think that that's what they're also trying to do. AEW have taken a little bit from WWE, they've taken a little bit from TNA, they've taken a little bit from ECW, they've taken a little bit from WCW, they've taken a little bit from Ring of Honor. They've taken all these little bits and they're incorporating it all into their own thing. Your streak has died. I saw you playing something else actually recently, and I thought, oh, that's because your online had gone, Brinsley. I thought your Xbox Live had totally gone, and so you'd left Red Dead for good, which I didn't mind because, you know, I half expect to be on this on my own at some point. What was that? I need that. Dropped it like, oh, what the? Oh no, he's already there. Drop it like a hawk. Drop it like a hawk. Rough-legged hawk. Yeah, I'm really, really happy I get to watch AEW every Friday now. There is nothing I like more than watching wrestling. You stick. Oh, like I said, sorry. I just noticed that all three of us are on. Hey, boys. Actually, right. While we're here, everybody back to camp. I want to do this now while I've got the chance before I forget. Everybody back to camp, and we're gonna fast travel to Blackwater because I wanna get something before we all leave. Before like the game crashes or Xbox Live leaves or you know one of us disconnects or something. So I want to do it now because because I'm a boss. What's that? Is that a dead body there? That is a dead body there. There's been a few of these lying around. These bodies they've been lying around are very zombie-like, and so there's a big load of hints and tips that the Rockstar might be doing their zombie mode for Halloween, but we don't know yet. This is the first one I found in the Heartlands. Most of the time, I usually find them down in New Austin, but this is the first one I found in the Heartlands. He's got this purplish tint to him, which is a bit weird. So, right, when we get to... Oh, we could have gone there, but we'll just head to camp. Right, when we get to camp, we're going to we're going to travel to Blackwater. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, and we're going to get a picture of the three of us together. I need to get changed quickly, because everyone keeps saying three amigos, so I might get my amigo costume on. Look, that's Brinsley's camp. Look at his tent. Look how much he spent on that tent. Where's mine? There's Campbell's. Mine's over there. I'm gonna put my outfits. Yeah, change into something really, really good because we're gonna get a picture. I don't know if I should be Joker or if I should be Man in Black. I'm gonna be Joker today. Right. Okay, and get changed into something cool, and then fast travel to Blackwater, so we can get the picture. Blackwater. Yeah. So the zombies are all coming out. Hopefully at the end of the year. But yeah, like I said, I'm really excited about AEW. The fact I get to watch it. I hope to see it progress. But part of me also believes that because they are also trying to do too much, they may do themselves too much damage, I suppose, before they get too big. Like I said, seeing Kenny Omega take that drop through the coffee table, and with the danger that could come with that. Yes, Funny Mugatao, I'm drinking my tea right now. So that's what I'm drinking. Oh, it's up there on the roof. I'm drinking my tea. He's on vodka? Fucking hell, it's only 20 past 10 in the morning, man. Wish I could drink vodka that early. Yeah, I'll be definitely catching AEW again this Friday. If you're a wrestling fan, I hope that you'll catch it as well, so that we can obviously discuss it more and see what they're trying to do. Maybe get themselves ready. I don't know, but we'll have to see. Right. Okay. So I'm just gonna wait for our boys to turn up in camp, to turn up in Blackwater. Hoping, yeah, they're still on. Campbell's level 80. Look at this. Look how far the guys have come. Obviously, I'm level 204, which is like amazing. Campbell is level 80, which I never thought. Campbell, I never thought you would make it to level 80. I thought, honestly, I thought Campbell might have given up a long time ago and played something else, but he's stuck with it so good. You know, he's gotten himself to the stage where he has explosive arrows now and shit. And Bluntmaster, well, he's 108, which is just... Bluntmaster, over here. Oh, what are you looking at? What's he doing? What's Bluntmaster doing? What are you looking at? Oh, you're getting your horse. No, we're over here. So, I'm going to go into the shop, and we're going to get a posse photo on. I've been wanting to do this.
Oh, hello again. I'd imagined you'd moved to
Pastures new by now.
Would you like a photo?
Yeah, I want a posse photo. Yeah, I think you can. Right, I need to wait for that. Yep, there is Brinsley. Now, where is the... There we go. Okay, right. Okay, I will change the background. Let's change the background to something cool. Yep. Get your poses. Check what poses you want to do while I'm checking the background. Okay, because no, I'm not thinking
That will
jungle.
work wonderfully for you.
Nighttime. Not really wanting
Yes.
nighttime.
No need to ever visit.
Oh,
You're
that's not
already
bad.
there.
Oh,
Oh, the
the
thunderous
thunderous
falls
falls.
of the
Yeah.
Swiftwater
Right. Okay. What
Valley.
about pose? I hit this last time and it crashed on us. So hopefully it's not. Oh, that's a pretty good pose. Can we do the emotes? I can't do emotes from here, can we? What about change my expression? What about, is there another pose? I like that one, but there's one where you can actually get two groups on either side. Oh, like that. Oh, actually, that's not bad, actually. I might change it to another. I might come back to that one. I like the falls. Obviously, if anybody... Oh, that... I like those. I like this one. I'm gonna take... Yeah, I'm definitely taking that one.
And
I'm gonna do one for myself as well, for personals. I'll do that one. Right, okay, let's check the other poses. See if there's another good one. I like that gun one, so I might go back and do that one. I got the one with us in the chair. Let's do the free one. If we get the free one, so we can just do our emotes, then we can just all do our emotes. Wait for it to load up. Here we go. Here we go. We can do our emotes now. Oh, I can't. Can we? Right. Okay. Ready?
remember, you'll need to get
Campbell.
still for
Get your pose ready. Everybody decide on your pose. I'm gonna do the point and laugh. What I was gonna do was the middle finger one, but I can't do that one. Or can I? Oh, he's just
Let's
going for
settle
the.
on a pose.
Right. Okay. Ready? On three, I'm gonna hit the photo. So
Remember, you'll need to
one,
keep still for
two,
this.
three. Do your pose. There we go. Campbell's doing his wave. There we go. I'll do my jig and click.
Could have sworn one of you blinked.
Yeah, could have
Oh,
sworn at one you
darn
blinked.
it.
Right, okay, he's holding his pose, he's doing that, I do that, and click, yay!
Here are
There we go,
hearts.
crazy.
One
Right,
each.
I can do my walk ride too.
Goodness me.
Okay, right, that's it. We're messing around in this bloody place. That's mine. I'm just glad, because I wanted to get the posse photos in while we had the posse
Come on,
together.
must be accustomed.
This is weird as well, because it's telling me that Campbell is underneath the ground there, which is weird. So, um, oh, what does he do? Bosses do half of one for me. Oh, Funny Muggertower is doing shots, is he? Right. What can we do now? Finishing a showdown series. Kills with a shotgun, which I'd like to do. I need to do one more large donation to Crips. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna head back to Crips because I gotta pass. I gotta drop a large animal to him. And then if we can, I wouldn't mind like to do a delivery for him as well, just to get my trader up, because I need to get my trader up to level 10 so I can unlock that last challenge. So I'm heading back to camp now at the moment, guys. What am I doing? That's what I need to do. Lots of running back and forth. What's my gamer tag? My gamer tag is TJ240, capital T, I believe it is. Yep, capital T, capital J, 240. So Hell in a Cell was last night as well. Um, Hell in a Cell is the annual. Hey, K Woods added me as a friend. Woo! Um, there he is. K Woods. Yay! Cool. Um, yeah. Hell in a Cell is their annual pay-per-view. Boss, if you want to return the favor, just have what I call a flathead screwdriver that's fucked up and Sunny D instead of orange juice. Yeah, it's just it's just orange juice. I'm gonna have my fucked up tea because obviously, you know, that's all I drink. Especially when I'm playing computers in the morning. But yeah, Hell in a Cell was set up last night, and the main event was The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, versus Seth Rollins, the Universal Heavyweight Champion. Now, I'm going to spoil it, so obviously if any of you... No! Somebody... What? Brinsley, where is he? Is that in Blackwater? Tell me he's in Blackwater. Keep his ass in Blackwater. Keep his ass in Blackwater, Brinsley, because I'm going to come back. Fucking, I'm not a level 204 to allow some fucking level 10, pardon my French, to kill my buddies when they haven't been on in so long. Traveling back and forth cost me so much money. It's going down now, Kieran. Yeah. Like me and Campbell, Campbell will tell you this, he'll back me up. We messed up some people at the weekend. Me and Campbell, we had one fight with a guy who was stealing some loot from us, so we messed him. And then there was another two young guys who tried to attack us, and I felt so proud because Campbell's at a high level now that he can take low levels on, and he messed this guy up. Is that him over there? Is that him over there, Brinsley? Oh. Did you get him? Is he dead? Oh, have you lassoed him? I think he's bowled. he's hog-tied his ass. Don't shoot him! Don't shoot him! Don't shoot him yet! He's not dead, is he? Oh, he's dead, is he? Oh, he killed himself. Right, there he is. Time to dispense some federal justice to a level 10 random killer. Where are you, friend? There you are. Oh! I got teabag you as well. Teabag your ass. Nobody kills my posse members except me. And that's only when we're fighting. If you come on... I'm gonna get such hate. I'm gonna get such hate for this now because he's not attacking me. He did die. I'm taking it easy with him because I can kill him in one hit. So now the three of us are gonna stalk his ass. Oh, it's like GTA 5 all over again. There he is. Oh, he shot him dead. Yeah, my friend. I hope he respawns. There he is. He's respawned over there. Oh, let's try this on for size, shall we? Hup. Oh! I was going to bowler him. I was going to bowler his ass. But he shot me in the face. See, now he's killed me for no reason. He's now, yeah, if you attack one of us, you attack all of us. We're like juggalos up in this bitch. We're kind of like a big old family. Where's he gone? Where's he spawned to? Is he still on here? Yeah, oh yeah, he's still around here somewhere. Oh, he's down there. He's down by the river. If I go to the river and pray. First one to get him gets 50 points. There he is. Oh, Rambo. Pow. Oh. Yeah, don't do anything to his horse. Let his horse die. It means he can't spawn it. Every time he whistles for his horse now, it won't be able to come for him. Is he shooting at me? Where's he shooting from? Oh, he's over there. Can I get him? Let's try this bad boy out. Where are you? Mr. Level 10. See, now this, I wouldn't consider this griefing. I'd consider this justice. He attacked Brinsley for no reason, and Brinsley is a level 108. Oh, there he is. I see him now. Come here, motherfucker. Hide behind that tree. Go on. Oh, I got him. I got him. I got him from this range. And I killed a guy's horse. Well, if you're gonna mess with us, you're gonna mess with all of us. I think we, yeah, killing's as easy as briefing. I think we showed that level 10 not to just shoot some random. You know? Oh, there's a thingy over there. Nice. Good spot, Brinsley. Good spot. Iain, what is your favourite genre of music? You know, I've got so many at the moment. Do you know what I was listening to yesterday? I went on a whole kind of funk yesterday. I listened to Kool and the Gang, Hollywood Styling, I think it's called. And I hadn't heard that song in absolute ages, and it just opened up a whole world of funk for me on Spotify. Go on, you gonna get on your horse? That I was just listening. Yeah, I was listening to funk all day yesterday. Kool and the Gang. I was listening to, Jungle Boogie by Kool and the Gang. That is friggin' awesome. I can see you. I can see you. Stay still. Stay still. Stay still. I can't see him. It's in the dark and it's raining. I can't get from that. So I was into a lot of funk yesterday. No, I don't make music funny. My job as a cleaner, I work on my own a lot, and it's either talk to myself or put some kind of headphones in. Actually, before I ride off, Brinsley and Campbell, I'm gonna ride off to camp. I'm gonna finish off that challenge. So I'll meet you guys back at camp. If you guys want to keep killing that guy, that's fine. But whatever, you do you. You do you, okay? So I'm always listening to lots of music. I'm a big rock fan. I love rock music. But as I've gotten older, my taste has just overdeveloped. Like I'll listen to Nicki Minaj. I'll listen to Little Nas at the moment. Little Nas, Old Town Road. That's a great song. Billy Ray Cyrus, he was great. Disturbed. I've just seen somebody. I was listening to Disturbed yesterday. It used to be my favorite band back as a teen. Man, Disturbed are awesome. I loved their covers of Land of Confusion by Genesis. Genesis, that's another great band. Phil Collins on his own is great. I heard the guitarist for Cream died yesterday, 88. Eric Clapton and Cream. That's a great band as well. If you've ever heard their song Cocaine, I can't believe they ever got away with that, and I can't believe that you can still listen to it. If you wanna go out, then you gotta go cocaine. Do 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 do. If you're standing around and you don't make a sound, cocaine. You're like, okay. She don't mind. She don't. It's great. I knew you were gonna say that when I love that song. That happened to me on Saturday with Boz. Went on a spree of earlier 20th century French music. Yeah, great. I also, at the weekend, you know what I listened to? Because of the place where I live, where I work. Sorry. There's a lot of books. Man, where'd that deer go? That deer just went completely fucking gone. He's just gone. There's a lot of books in the place where I work, and I saw The Merchant of Venice up on the shelf. Now, I haven't listened or read or watched or anything with The Merchant of Venice since I was in school. And I looked on Spotify, and they had the BBC version of The Merchant of Venice. Just on there. It was up to date. It was updated, but it was still the standard story that we all know. And I listened to it. It was like a 3-hour podcast play. And I just listened to this whole thing of the Merchant of Venice. And it was absolutely brilliant. But at the same time, I never realized how immensely racist as well that the thing was. Like, I know, like, I don't know if there's any of you who don't know the story to the Merchant of Venice out there. I'm sure that we all do, but just in case there are a few of us who don't. Basically, the Merchant of Venice follows the story of a guy called Antonio who takes out a loan from a Jewish moneylender to pay for his friend to be able to go and woo another woman and basically get married and get her money and become super rich. All in the case of love, basically. And Antonio, who is a merchant, has all this money in his ships and all the silk and food and basically all of the stuff that he's selling is out on a ship. So he's got no money to lend. So he borrows the money from this Jewish Shylock. And the bond is basically, if you don't pay me back within 3 months, I get to take a pound of your flesh. Because it turns out the Jewish Shylock hates Antonio, mainly because Antonio is always being racist. They're spitting at the floor of the Shylock. You know, they call him a nasty Jew for trying to lend out the money. Now, I know that this was kind of like the time and what they wrote, what Shakespeare wrote. But I was listening to the story. Shylock, Shylock has done nothing wrong. He's done nothing wrong. He's done his job. He's doing his job. He's lending money to this guy who obviously doesn't need it, but needs it to lend to his friend who's just going to go off and fornicate with it. And these people spit at the floor because what? He puts interest. He puts interest on his loans because people aren't willing on paying it back or don't want to pay it back. And then at the whole end sequence of the Merchant of Venice is basically the rich woman that Antonio's friend has attempted to marry or has won the heart of, comes back as a lawyer, dresses up as a man, and completely spins Shylock's view of the court case on him and says, hey, you know, if you can't spill it, you can take that pound of flesh, but you can't spill any blood because you'll be murdering this Christian. And so Shylock's like, well, I can't take the bond then. I'll take the money. Oh, no, you said you couldn't have the money. You didn't want the money. You wanted the pound of flesh. So you can't have that either. And he's like, well, then I leave with nothing. No. You don't even leave with nothing. You have to give half of your estate to Antonio and the other half to your daughter, who's already left your house with half of your money anyway, when you die. And I was listening to this, and I was just like, my God, no wonder the world is as messed up as it is. If this is the kind of entertainment that people had back in the day. You know, it takes me also back to that documentary I was watching about Joseph Goebbels, because Joseph Goebbels made 2 documentaries back in the day about Jews back in World War II. One was a documentary-esque one, which he used a lot of imagery. He used a lot of crazy imagery of rats and Jewish people, hideous, ugly Jewish people, poor Jewish people, to convey that Jewish people were a burden on society. And it didn't go down too well. Nobody watched it. It was really, really bad. But then the same year, he released a film about a German girl who was raped by a Jewish lord, and it's about the German people, the German villagers rising up against this guy, and that film did really, really well. And I sat there and I was crazy. It made me really think about propaganda and how all this shit works. You know, advertisement of films and stuff, and how certain films come out at certain times of the year over a period and can really convey your view on certain things. You know, or how they won't um, they won't release certain films in certain countries because they want to maintain this view that we have of these people, um, so that the government or whoever can keep the local populace, you know, sedated. Oh yeah, here you go. Here's all this information that we want to give you, but we're not going to give you it all. But then when you find out about it, you're really, really going to question everything that you knew. It was crazy. It's absolutely crazy. We did Romeo and Juliet, Measure for Measure, and Macbeth. I love Macbeth. I think Macbeth is a great story. I think I've grown a more of a respect for Macbeth ever since I watched Throne of Blood by Akira Kurosawa. It's a great film. If you're not a big Shakespeare fan, um, but you like film, go and watch Throne of Blood. It's a great film. Um, oh, we're listening to French rap at the moment, have we? Nice. There's a French singer. I cannot remember her name. I don't know if Boss will be able to remind me. But she's a French singer that I knew a few years ago she did a lot of music videos where she turned up naked. And she's sexy as hell. And I was just like, they should make more of her videos. If Gary's watching, Gary can get the singer out because yeah, I can't remember what her name is. Goebbels was an evil piece of shit, but he was a genius when it came to propaganda. Of course, he had Leni Riefenstahl to help him. Yes. The thing was, the British countered with their own propaganda. There's a film that was released back in the 40s called How the Day Went Well, I think it's called. I only found out about it at the weekend. But it's basically about some British soldiers turn up into a village, and the villagers realize that they're actually German soldiers in disguise. And the whole town fight against the Germans and defeat them. You know, and so it was kind of the British's version of propaganda to say, no, you invade us and this is what we're going to do. Speaking of propaganda, what do you think about the vaping ban propaganda going on here in the US? In all fairness, I have been kind of slightly against vaping ever since it came out because obviously I don't fully understand the science behind it, so I'm not willing on putting something in my body until I'm 110% certain that it's not going to kill me. I mean, saying that, I'm a smoker and a drinker and I eat meat, so I know that there are certain things that I can do that will kill me after time. Whoa. What the hell is that? Is that somebody attacking? Dragon Boy. Thought that was somebody attacking it. And so I wanted to I was going to take up vaping when I was smoking cigarettes because obviously I heard it was going to be the next healthier option. But obviously with new fads, I always hold back until I'm 110% ready to step in and do it myself. And everybody was so sketchy about it. Oh yeah, it's absolutely healthy for you. It's healthier than smoking. I'm like, well, that's not That's not really going by much, is it? I mean, not smoking is a lot healthier than smoking. So, you know, people needed to wean themselves off. I know a lot of people who needed to wean themselves off of tobacco. But instead of weaning themselves off, they did kind of just replace tobacco with vaping, which I'm not entirely happy about, but people will do what they want to do. When this stuff started to come in America, I knew immediately that it was just the cigarette companies upset because they're starting to lose a lot of money and they don't want to lose money. So obviously they're going to put as much as they can into the um, they're going to put propaganda out there to say that vaping is absolutely terrible and that people have died. Once again, nobody knows anybody who died. You know, we haven't seen, like they say, like 100 people have died, but they also, we are talking about the same country who said that a lot of people died from the trade center collapsing, but that was all a lie. Didn't one guy die from vaping in the UK recently? Did they? Like, I don't know. Like, he might have. But then again, was the vaping the actual cause for his death? I mean, there was like this whole thing back in the day about popcorn lung, wasn't it? When vaping came out, they were like, oh, it's going to cause you popcorn lung. Which I'm like, yeah, you breathe in anything, it's going to damage your body. But it also depends on how much you do. Like, if you're a big vapor and you vape, if you vape at least 10 times a day and you count them as having a cigarette each time a day, you really need to question yourself if you're really doing it for healthy reasons. Or if you're just doing it because you like the taste. Like I did it this morning. I was walking back from dropping Dylan off at school and I thought to myself, man, you know what? I could really go for a cigarette. It's been a while since I had a cigarette. But you know, I could really just go for one. But I haven't had one for ages. For, good good couple of months. I properly stopped in May, and like I've had one or two since May, like when I've had a drink or stuff. But I haven't actually bought a pouch of tobacco and smoked it myself. That's the one thing I won't do. But I won't vape. You know, I could easily just buy a vaporizer and do that, but I won't. And also, going with the fact with CBD oil, obviously CBD oil, it's the THC from marijuana, and obviously people have been using that. But like I know a few people who do use it, and it's very strong, potent stuff. And I sit there and I'm like, why do you need? If it's so strong, you shouldn't be doing it as much, you know, because if you do, like you are going to do harm to yourself. Like you need to come down. That's always the thing I'm always saying to people. Doesn't matter how high you get, you do need to come down one day. And if you're not willing on coming down, and you're just going to keep taking that, your body is going to grow immune to it, which will mean you'll need harder and harder stuff. Ian, you get it without the THC, all the benefits of the high. Yeah, I can see that. I'm more of a willpower kind of guy myself, Kieran Woods. Obviously, like in my personal time, obviously I do like to relax, if you know what I mean. But I also know that I have also got to be careful with it because I still need to do things after. Um, I mean, I suppose I do suffer sometimes with anxiety, but that's because I know that I worry way too much. Um, but it's you've also got to know your limitations. I mean, I know some people who need to use CBD oil because they suffer from aches and pains, which is a great medical use. If you're using it for medical use, then brilliant. If you're just using it to replace smoking tobacco, um, you're gonna find you're just replacing one fad with another, which you got to be really careful for. I think so. Um, with vaping, I personally I think vaping is just as bad as cigarettes. But I also firmly believe that you have your choice to put into your body what you choose. So if it's 100% safe, or if it's 100% not safe, and you decide to put it in your body, that is your decision. Um, you have to live with that cause, don't you? I treat vaping much like I treat cigarettes. Like if somebody comes around to my house and they go, hey, I was gonna just vape, I'll be like, yeah, we'll take it outside. Just take it outside. Oh, do I have? But it's not smoking. It's like, well, I don't care. I just, you know. To be honest, the sleeping tablets I get prescribed get me higher than any weed low. That's it. You've also got to be careful with balancing your medication. Maybe you're a CBD taker or a vapor or a smoker or a drinker, but you also have sleeping tablets and anxiety pills and all this other stuff. Because once you put it all in your body has to digest it up. You know, your body has to digest it all up, and then the chemicals get released, and it can be problematic. It can be problematic. So one of the things I was thinking of doing, guys, was obviously we've got a mad community going on this morning. All of us are chatting. People will be able to listen to this video in the future and hear all of our talking points. One of the things I was going to do was I was going to keep my Red Dead adventures to Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays mainly, and then Thursdays is obviously our film review days, and Friday is our game review days. But one of the things I was thinking of, and obviously I'll talk to you guys because you guys seem to be the main, our main community at the moment for these videos. So you guys obviously get the first choice out of all of this. Is should I do it Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and leave Thursday and Fridays for the rest of Off the Shelf, and the weekends, obviously not do it Saturdays and Sundays, or should I do it Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays? Leave Thursdays to the film reviews, and then Fridays have a special Red Dead Adventures episode where we have a reaction talk to the film review that had gone up on that Thursday. I only thought about it this morning, actually. I had a thought about... Oh, shit. Oh, man, I just dropped all my stuff as well, didn't I? Christ. I just dropped all my stuff over there. I was thinking about it, and that we never, we talk about we do our film reviews, and everybody, has their own little views, but, a reaction thing on a Friday of people who did like the film review or didn't like it, or, maybe found some of the talking points not to their liking. You like the second option. Nice. So Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, Red Dead Adventures. Thursdays is film review days. And then Friday mornings is kind of reactionary video. So this Friday, I will aim to get on. I'll message out to the Discord channel. Obviously, if you're all in here, then try to obviously join to the Discord channel so then you can keep updated with when I'm on or if I'm going to be off for other reasons, just in case my son decides to burn himself for another reason, or Gary gets you know, rushed into hospital because he catches his balls in his zipper. I don't know. You never know what happens. No pigs. My God, there's no pigs. Right. What are we doing at the moment? I've got 9 challenges, which is not bad. Finish in a showdown. Might do that in a minute. And 3 kills with a shotgun in a showdown. Dunnos. Tarot cards, bowlers. Yeah, I think we're going to go into a showdown. Brinsley, we're going to head into a showdown, alright? Can you have the Discord link? Yes. The Discord link is... Cut. Yes, Brinsley's just put one there, and I've just put one there as well. I don't know if that is the same. Everybody, we're just all sending one in. We're just all sending one in. Right, okay, yeah. Finish a showdown series and finish a showdown series and 3 kills with a shotgun. That's what we need to do. Oh, did I just step on my muted thing? I didn't mean to do that. Nope, didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. I don't even know what Discord is. I'm so old. Discord is basically like a game chat room. You can basically you sign up to like you put in your email and make a little name for yourself, and then you're just part of it basically. And then with our off the shelf one, we have one for general conversation where people can get together and be like, hey, how you doing? What you up to? Blah blah blah. Then you've got your film review section. So if people just if people just want to. Sorry, I don't know. Did I just cut audio off there? Did I cut audio off there? Like the video capture audio was just gone crazy then. I saw it was just off. Yeah. So you can. Yeah, you can talk about films. There's areas for games. You can just talk about loads of different stuff, really. You know, sometimes we jump in there and we're all chatting. Sometimes we won't even chat for like a week. Sergeant Ruffles, will the reaction be the same time as these or later on in the day? Sergeant Ruffles, I always aim to record for about 9 in the morning after I've dropped Dylan off at school. So it will be in the mornings. Obviously, if you can't make it, the video will be live later on in the afternoon. So you can just be there to hear the reactions. Maybe at the same time, maybe join the Discord channel. Drop a couple of questions in so that if you're not able to make it on, then I can bring up the Discord channel and people can say, hey, well, so and so asked this and that. Thunder One Soldier, Ian, will you be joining us on PC? I want to say no. Mainly because, as I said earlier, if they make it cross-platform play, if, for example, I can transfer my Xbox One profile to the PC, and everybody wants me to play on PC, then I might do that. If it makes it cross-platform. If it makes it cross-platform so I can play with PC players, I won't need to join because obviously we can just play together. Otherwise, I will probably just stick with console because I like console. And they might not. I feel that when Red Dead first comes out on PC, it will be a bit buggy because people will be trying to manipulate the game as best as they can. The single player will be fine. Single player will probably be the best single play that you'll ever seen on a PC game. Like the level of level graphics and stuff like that will be absolutely beautiful. But the online, I think the online might be a bit questionable because the multiplayer, people love to cheat. You know, people will love to cheat people out of the victory just because they want to win. You know, Right, so we just need to finish, and I need to get 3 shotgun kills. Bang, motherfucker, that's one. Oh, he got me. Didn't see his mate to the left. I got that first kill, though. Get that shotgun, get the pump action. He's there. Gotcha, bitch. Didn't kill me that time, did ya? Need that. Oh, man, I should have killed him. But he was still alive. As soon as I get that fucking pump action, I get killed. I always do better with the double barrel than the fucking pump action, but the pump action is faster. Brinsley, Campbell, try to stay up by the train track as best you can, because when that train comes in, we want the explosive arrows. I know it's very tempting to run out. Oh, fucker. But we will get spread out. We will get spread out too much, and then they will just pick us off. So we need to obviously... Oh, Bluntmaster's... Oh, Blue Duster. I thought that said Bluntmaster. I was like, Bluntmaster's on the other team. Less than an hour ago, I got royally screwed by a griefer in GTA Online. Yeah, man, you will. That's kind of why I stopped playing it. Because after a while, it wasn't about playing the game anymore. It was just about... it was just about griefing people. And I really lost that. Where the community for Red Dead is a lot different. Like, oh, you fucking, you threw me at the, what the fuck? Gotcha, bitch. Oh, that was class. Love that. You know, we will fuck people up. We will fuck people. Oh, come on, bitch. Glitcher. Gotcha. Thank you. Go, get out there. There's somebody behind me. I need to pop that again, get that health up. Right, they will come to us. We're going to hold this location, because when the train comes in, we're taking the train. They will have to come to us. There he is. Fucker. Love this pump action. Alright. Be careful, don't wander off too much. There's a guy down there. Train coming in. Here comes the train. Gotcha, bitch. Get ready to grab the arrows as soon as they come in. If somebody can jump on the gun as well to give us cover and fire, that would be really good. Head to the back of the train, because that's where the first one spawns. Right, he's got this one. You get that one, I'll... Oh, okay, don't get that one then. I'll get it. There we go. Gotcha. Got him! Nailed that guy. Getting the other one. Running for the other one. Got it. Where is he gone? He's underneath the... There he is. Gotcha, motherfucker. Eat that. Oh, yeah. Oh, got him before he could get that tomahawk off. Yeah, eat that. Fuck you, man. I just got 4 kills with that explosive arrow shit. Man, that was good. I enjoyed that. Oh, I'm on the fire. There's a guy at the back of the train. This way. Go. Get him. Nice, Campbell. Oh, he got me in the face. Hopefully Campbell picked him up. Yeah, I'm the juggernaut, bitch. Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree, Thunder One Soldier. GTA is still really good, but it's just so full of hackers and glitchers and griefers, and it's such a beautiful game. But I expect that with GTA. You know, it's anarchy in there, which is why when people say, "Why do you keep playing Red Dead?" Red Dead is so peaceful. Like, I can ride through the land of Red Dead without being attacked, and if I do get attacked, then I can attack them back. I don't lose anything. I don't worry about anything. Where yeah, it's different with GTA. Fuck. Oh, what the fuck? It's fucking double barreled me right in the face. I slipped off. Slipped off that ledge. So this is why I'm always saying, like, GTA was good, but Red Dead is so much better. Ian, 1 out of 10. What did you think of the 2012 Dread movie? I thought it was a good 9 out of 10 movie. I saw it in 3D in the cinema when it came out, and thought it was absolutely glorious to watch. That fucking that that breaching sequence where they kick in the door and he shoots that guy in the cheek and it goes out the other side of his mouth. Oh man, that was disgusting. You know, that was disgusting maneuver. Oh, fuck off! Got you, bitch. Where are they down there? Oh fuck! There's two of them. There's one to the left and one to the right. Yeah, I thought Carl Urban was absolute brilliant. Ian, there's no R in cinema. Yes, there is. Listen, cinema. That's how I say it. If you think there's an R in there, that's fine. But if you want me to say cinema, oh, I went to the cinema yesterday. I saw a film in the cinema. Then I'm afraid then that's gotcha, motherfucker. If you yeah, I say there is no R if you spell cinema, but I say cinema instead of cinema. So yeah. Yes, Thunder One Soldier. The game basically does encourage people to be dicks to each other. Where in this game, in Red Dead, it, it you have to be you have to be on your own. You know, you cannot just in GTA. You can bomb down the street at 100 miles per hour and shoot a guy and drive off as fast as you can and leave, and he will never find you. In this game, you shoot somebody in the head, it will come up, you will be on the map, and it will stick to you. I've had people follow me around the map because of shit that's gone down, you know? And I'm like, all right, that's it. But that's what you choose with GTA. That's why like I said, I played GTA for 2 years and then stopped. All I did was play online. All I played was against dicks, and the only thing that stopped me from playing that game still was the fact that people were hacking the game and becoming invincible. I thought people were hacking this game at first with the slippery bastard card that came out, where you can't lock onto people as they're running around. Um, but then I realized that it was a card and that it was a special ability. So, um, right, we're gonna have one more of these. We're gonna have one more game, guys. Oh, most wanted. Then we're gonna. Oh no 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 no! I thought it was Public Enemy. No no no! We're pulling out this one. Uh, most most wanted is basically where you battle to see who can get the most points, and it costs so much ammo and fat rounds and all that kind of shit that it's not worth it. Yeah, it's just not worth it. We'll get messed up so badly. So, where are we? We are in Thieves Landing. We're in Thieves Landing, aren't we? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly stop here at this guy. What is that? HBS Black. I'm going to stop here quickly at this dude, wherever he is. Is he here? The invisible fence. I'm going to stop quickly on this guy, and I'm going to go quickly make myself a cup of tea and go toilet, and I will be back in 2 shakes. And I'm back. And what was this? People were talking about me masturbating. It's definitely been more than two shakes. He was playing with man, it takes a lot. I gotta run up the stairs, I gotta put the kettle on, then I gotta run up the stairs, go toilet, and then I gotta make sure that everything else is all right, and then come back and just. It's a hard knock life for us. Man, I could go for a smoke and a pancake now. Funny Mugatao. So it's nearly my birthday as well. It's actually I forgot to say this. I'm gonna forget about my birthday for a few minutes because we got. Whoa! What the? What the Jesus Christ! All right. Okay. Yes. So tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, 8th of October is Gary Nichols' birthday. He's probably screaming at his TV now, right now, saying, "Ian, what the f are you doing? Telling everybody it's my birthday." I'm sorry, Gary, but we've got to do it. Let's do Brinsley. You haven't done the new family yet, have you? Where's the nearest? We'll have to go up here. I'll have to go to the bound board. Yes, it is Gary's birthday tomorrow. He is 60 years old. Gary is 60. He looks less, but that's just because he doesn't age very well. Um, no, it's true. He's well, I'm 36, so I think he's 35 because I think Gary's a year younger than me. He was 83. And so that's his birthday tomorrow. I've got one of his presents already. I'm still waiting for his second present to turn up, which hopefully turns up before tomorrow. If not, then he's only going to get it on Saturday. We have a gaming session planned this Saturday, which is going to be our Zombocalypse homemade zombie game that we've been playing for the last 12 years, I think it is. We haven't played Zombocalypse in months, actually, months. Mainly because Gary's been really busy, so he hasn't had time to make the story, and we've just been really, really busy. So that's going to be really, really cool. Every year, what we do is when it's somebody's birthday, and we're playing zombies, that person always has I suppose they have kind of invincibility. They can still get hurt and they can still get put in terrible situations, but Gary will bend the rules for them because it's their birthday, to let them go. And yes, Brinsley, yes, my wife's birthday is the 9th of October, which is 1 month exactly before my birthday, which is the 9th of November. So my wife's birthday is the day straight after Gary's. Aren't I really lucky to have my closest friend and my wife's birthday exactly around about the same friggin' bloody time? No, it's always good because obviously it means that I can't forget them. It means I'm never going to forget the birthdays. But it also means that I have to spend out twice as much. Yeah, it's twice as much at the same time, So I always have to make sure that, I always make sure that Linda's birthday is really done, spoiled. So then I can take the time to go off and spend time with Gary for his birthday. Sergeant Ruffles, you think that's bad? My son's birthday and my stepson's birthday, Dylan's birthday, is on the 23rd of October, and his brother's birthday is on the 24th of October. So I have 4 birthdays all in October, which kick me right in the wallet. So, but Linda's birthday, I paid for her months ago. I paid for her ticket to go see the Rocky Horror picture show, which is in Plymouth Theatre Royal this Friday night. So Linda is all set to go out with her girlfriends on Friday. Her friend is driving, so Linda can have a couple of gins or wine. You know, there's going to be singing, dancing, men in fishnet stockings. Ta 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 touch me. I want to get dirty. All of that kind of stuff. It's going to be good because it means that obviously Linda's birthday is all sorted, which means I can go out on Saturday for Gary's birthday, and I can get Gary all sorted for his birthday. Because he's the GM for the Zombocalypse game, I half expect all of us to die on Saturday. Because, well, that's what he can do. But yeah, no, that's going to be cool. So this is the Owl Hoot Gang, for some of you who haven't seen it. Obviously, we've been having legendary bounty hunts recently. We had that first woman, that crazy woman with the rifle. Then we had the Wolfman, and now the Owl Hoot Gang. Now, okay, Campbell and Brinsley, just a heads up. There's going to be like 4 locations to go to. And there's going to be people at all 4 locations. There's going to be 1 person at each 4 locations. We can take them individually to the police wagon each time. So just be aware of that. I'm going to head up to D, which is Fort Mercer. If you want to come with me, that's cool. If you want to head to your own location, that's cool. We don't have to take them alive. But it is on 3 stars because I have done it already a couple of times. Brinsley, obviously, if you want to stick with me, that's cool. If you want to go off on your own, that's cool. Take your time, hunt them. They will be surrounded by a gang. There is one guy who's like completely on his own, where his horse is dead. So, who's this? Is that? Oh, that's Brinsley. Right, we're coming up to the fort, Brinsley. Let's see if we can sneak in. Oh, he's already up there. Gonna get that. Like a balls. Quietly now. So yeah, any plans set for my birthday? Oh yeah, he's dancing. This guy's dancing with like a dead body, I think it is. Alright, my birthday this year, I was thinking about just kind of just having a quiet one in. Because we've got so many big things happening with birthday wise, got it. He's down there, dance. He's the crap. Oh, he's coming up the stairs. Wow, man. Oh, nice. No. Which one is it? Oh, it's that one. The one running away. Go. Health. Yeah, for my birthday this year, we were going to go out for a meal. Oh, he's up there. But money-wise, I said to the wife, I'm like, look, restaurants are so expensive, and yes, you're really trying to take the night out, but to be honest, I really just want to, it sounds bad, I really just want to play Red Dead, really. I want to, I can have drinks with friends whenever, I can, I'm out every weekend pretty much. Oh shit, I'm getting shot. So I'd like to be able to just get the food, get some food, come on, because I've got work this Saturday, so my birthday's on a Saturday, and I have to work that Saturday, and I have to work the Sunday, which is a pain in the ass. So I can't. It's not like I can really get messed up. I just, And nowadays I don't really like hangovers that much anyway because, well, they friggin' hurt. So yeah, so this year I was thinking about just kind of just chilling and playing Red Dead. I was actually thinking about streaming, so stick it out there. If you want to see me stream Red Dead Adventures on my birthday, give me a heads up, and maybe I'll do that. Rocky Horror is awesome. I love being tied up for that review as well. I remember when we were going to do that, Gary was just like, oh, I don't want to do Rocky Horror. So I said I wanted to get the girls in to do it, because who knows Rocky Horror better than, oh, it's the target. Who knows Rocky Horror better than a bunch of real big fans? And we, Gary, like I said, Gary said he wasn't too happy about doing it. So why am I using my bow and arrow? It's like Rambo style. Pow, right in the face. Alright, the target's down there, Brinsley. I think that she's making a run for it, though. Shotgun. And so when we talked to the girls about coming in to do it, we mentioned about tying ourselves up because it would be a funny skit. But at the same time, oh man, I'm getting shot to pieces. Doing the dance at the end. I said I wanted to do a dance because I knew that the last song would be the Time Warp. Come here, bitch. Stop shooting me. Ah! Brinsley, get your ass over here. They're shooting me. Ah, fucking arse, bitch. But I loved it. I love doing Rocky Horror. The music itself is brilliant. The songs are great. I remember watching it as a youngster and thinking, what the hell is this? But still having fun with it. It was one of those films that I was just like, man, I could really get behind this. And girls love it. Girls love Rocky Horror. Well, not all girls. Most girls. And so, if you're gonna... If you get with a girl who likes fishnets and dancing, do it. Do it. Do it. So, as a young gay guy, Rocky Horror was an eye-opener. Seed Hill is gay. So, Brinsley, boss, knock it off with those gay jokes. No, not really. See, I never saw it as a gay thing back in the day. I just saw guys just dressing up, I suppose it's because when I was growing up, like, a lot of people have pulled up this whole gender issue thing now, haven't they? They're moaning about that there are too many titles or you can't be whatchamacallit? You can be a man, you can be a woman, you can be a bi man, you can be a bi woman, you can be non-generic, you can be a boy who wants to be a girl but doesn't really want to be counted as either. You can be any of those things. People are complaining like there's like 20. That people are complaining that, oh, nowadays there's 20 genders and I don't get it. Why should we have 20 genders? And my attitude is just like, well, back in the day, there was Julian Clary. Has anybody ever heard of Julian Clary? And Julian Clary was a comedian. He was a transvestite man, but he was more than that. He wasn't just a man who dressed up in women's clothes, and he wasn't just a gay man like he was. But he was more than that. He was living this life as Julian Clary. So I looked at this person and went, oh wow, that is great placement. I like that. That guy looks like he's asleep. It's like, oh, what'd you say, Fred? And I never saw any problem with it. The same thing with Eddie Izzard. When Eddie Izzard came out, I was just like, So he's gay? Oh no, he's not gay. He just likes dressing up as in women's clothes and putting on makeup. All right, okay. So he's not gay. No, no, no. But he just likes doing these things. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. You know, it was absolutely fine. Dame Edna. Like I grew up with Dame Edna. You know, that guy dressed as a woman and pretended to be a woman. But he was married, I think. Can't really remember off the top of my head. But, you know, so it was, I suppose for me, I was growing up. You know, people were saying to me like, "Oh, you've got to be more respectful to people." So I'm like, "Okay, I'll be respectful. I'm not going to question any of the things they do. I'll be fine with them." You know, and now I'm at this stage. I'm at this age now where people are like, "Oh, I can't accept this stuff," and I'm like, "Get off your fucking high horse. We've been accepting shit for 20 fucking years. We didn't even know it." Richard O'Brien is a legend. He was great in Dark City. Sleep. Love that. Loved him in the Crystal Maze. I mean, that's why I suppose that's why I was so fine with Rocky Horror, because I saw him in the Crystal Maze. I was just like, the dude scares me in Crystal Maze. He's gonna scare me in this. But it's like I saw the news report a while ago where Sam Smith, the singer, wanted to be called they instead of him or her. You know, I think he's a gay singer, but he doesn't want to be considered as a man anymore. He would like people to say they for him. And now that's a bit far. You know, you could just easily just call the person by their name instead of trying to obviously incorporate new plural words into the whole thing. I don't even know how that would work. I'm 6 levels away from getting my freaking eye patch. Oh my god. Sorry. Just six levels away. 7 challenges done. Nice. Collectibles found with a metal detector, tarot cards. Oh, it looks like somebody's going to start. Oh man. I just want it. Just fine. Try and break free, I suppose. You're gonna kill me, you can. You're gonna try and kill me, are you? You know what? See how you like it. Off the horse! Look at that! Yeah, yeah. See that? No. See, I had a tap free. I'm not. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna drag you. See, I can bowl at people. There we go. Um. Yeah, like I said, I suppose for me, it's a thing for like with Dylan. Oh, so we can do another bounty hunter mission actually. Let's do another bounty hunter mission before we come off. 20 to 12. We're gonna come off at 12, so we'll do one more. Hey, I can duck by holding left trigger and pressing X. Ducking makes it harder for people to hit you. Wow, look at that! Oh, yeah. Hey, you guys can't do that, can you? Look at this. Woo, woo! Look at that. Can I hold it? I can't hold it in place? No. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I'm more of an acceptance type of guy. As long as you're not winging it around in my face, I'm cool with it. But I suppose it all goes back to the whole propaganda thing with the way the world is at the moment, trying to sell us the way to be. You know, you can honestly.
What you jerking and
No, I'm not jerking alerting. You know, you got to be careful. The Joseph Aldo gang. Yeah, let's do the Joseph Aldo gang, shall we? Careful, no shooting. Let's not get our guns out. Let's not do anything silly. Right, I am going to get my wagon. I just dismissed it. Campbell, be careful riding off, because there's 6 of them. I need to get my bounty wagon first. There's 6 of them. None of us want to get our fucking heads blown off. We're going to try and get all 6 if we can. There we go. A shame there's only space for 2 of us. But Campbell can ride free. You know, yeah, Seed Hill, gender is unimportant really. Who cares? Just be a nice person. That's the thing. Thanks, Brinsley, I did buy this wagon. Like I consider myself a god. You know, and people have, and I've been saying this about myself for like the last 5 to 10 years, and people have been like, that's absolutely stupid. And I'm like, look, I can be whatever I want to be. It's not affecting anybody, you know? Okay, yes, it might upset somebody who does have some kind of religious view on, Brinsley, you drive, I'm going to drink my tea for a bit. Or not drive. Drive, Brinsley, drive. Right, there we go, Brinsley. There we go. I'm drinking my tea for a bit. Talking about gender fluidation and shit like that. Yeah, I grew up, when I was younger, I grew up with the attitude of, I just have to be a nice, respectful person because people appreciate that. You know? I suppose it was very easy for me. I've always loved boobs. So women were always going to be that thing for me, I suppose. Guys are too annoying. Too annoying. So I can't hang out with guys do that too much. Girls, absolutely love. And I suppose with having a son as well, my attitude towards that was always a case of, whoa, 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 oh Christ. Okay, they're gonna run and scatter, so be prepared. Right there. Oh, they're in the mine. There's the mine down there. Shit. There's one trying to escape it. Whoever's got their horse, they can try and make that last guy, because he's making a run for it. Can I shoot him before he gets away? I can't see him. There he is. Get it. Got him! Shit. I got that guy. Right, I've got this guy who's trying to make a run for it. If you guys can obviously try and procure the other targets, that'd be nice. This guy took the arrow to the head. Nailed that motherfucker. That was a hell of a shot. Yeah, I suppose, like I said, with the acceptance of, you know, being an open father as well, you know. One day Dylan might come to me and say about how he, you know, actually, no, respectfully, I'm never going to say that anything my son says or does is bad unless, obviously, it's something that harms somebody else completely. Where's he coming? He's coming this way. He's coming along the train track. There it is. Gotcha. And I always needed to make sure that I kept that approach with Dylan, because I never wanted, like, I suppose in a way I didn't like my parents or my mum, because it was just me and my mum for a long time, because she had her own view of how the world worked, and she was very stubborn with that, which was very annoying because you could never change her view. And I never wanted that for Dylan, you know. So my attitude was always a case of, you know what, if Dylan turns to me one day and says, "Dad, I'm gay," you know, "Dad, I'm in love with a woman who's 15 years older than me," you know, my attitude is, look, if it's not hurting you, it's fine. And if you're not hurting anybody else, that's fine. And if somebody comes along to me and tells me that they think it's wrong and that I should take a different stance with my son, then they are going to get such... I got him! Oh, I had him. You know, they would, I suppose, they would have to see the bad side of me, which I really don't want to come out because, like I said, you spend all that time trying to be a good, honest person and helping people that when people piss you off, you really don't like being the bad guy because you've been bottling it up for so long. You know deep down inside you'll kill a motherfucker. Pardon my French.
You're gonna be so.
Right, can we get into the... Can we get down there? No, we'll have to go through the entrance. Hup! We're doing well. We got 2. We've killed 2. Well, let's try and take these 2 alive. Oh, you asked for this, friend. I'm coming. I got one. I'm going to spear him. Oh, shit. I got the other guy, not the targets. Ah! Don't shoot me. Got him. Nice. There's a tarot card. There's a card here as well, Brinsley. Nice. What in the hell? But, you know, each to their own, I suppose. Like, the 80s would have been a lot more fucked up if we'd had 100 different genders. Campbell's trigger happy. Campbell's always trigger happy. Thanks, Seed Hill. I do try to work really hard as a good father. I suppose it's because mine was not that great. So I always thought, you know what? I'm going to make sure I don't turn out like that jerkweed. Not that I know if he was a jerkweed. My mum might have kept him away from me. You know how parents could have done like that.
I got a body. Enough jawing. I'm
But
done here.
I never know.
Jesus.
But with the 100 genders, it's gone a little over the top. It just gets silly and then hard to take serious, but I would never be rude to somebody about it. Yes, I'm exactly the same, Kieran. But we need to... I don't think it's a case of getting silly. I think it's a case of just new things happening that we have to kind of just allow to happen. Because recently in my workplace, they've been putting up posters in the toilets to allow gender-neutral people to just use the toilets. You know, somebody identify as a green bin. Yeah. Reverse, don't drive across the ledge. Yeah, sorry, Brinsley, you'll have to take your horse. Campbell's stolen shotgun. Here we go. Yeah, but with the labels, I think there's always been labels. We just weren't as willing as mentioning them. You know, it does kind of hurt me to think about all those people that may have killed themselves in the past because they were unable to express exactly how they felt or who they were or what they wanted. We have a lot more freedom nowadays, which is a surprise. But with freedom comes the freedom to say and do whatever I suppose you want, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody. But you also have to remember that somebody somewhere is going to be hurt by it.
You're in serious trouble when I get out.
You know, they might not first say it, and they may not actually act like they're hurt. You know, even your closest friend, your brother, your sister, your parents, they may be the one that turn to you and say, "Oh, I'm not happy about that." Who's this guy? What's this guy doing? Let's let him go first. Okay, I'm going first then. I thought he was about to cut me off. Don't shoot that player, Campbell, unless he opens fire on us. But yeah, it's a strange, strange world out there.
Go to hell.
But as long as we don't harm ourselves, then I suppose we're doing well, aren't we? It's like I said to the wife last night, I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 for over 148 days now, and it never gives me the need or the wanting to go out and hurt somebody in public. You know, Donald Trump makes me want to hurt people in public. Fucking Boris Johnson makes me want to hurt people in public, but I don't, because that's just stupid. Whoa, that was a glitch in the Matrix. You see all those people then? 4 alive, 2 dead. Nice. Right, okay. I've got over 300 days playtime on Smite. Kieran, I'm going to aim for 300 days on Red Dead. That's what I'm aiming for as well. The wife actually had to check last night that when we go, because we're going to a wedding in towards the end of October. So there'll be a week towards the end of October where there will be no streaming because I'll be away. But I will be still trying to keep the streak going. What we got? We got 9 minutes. So you know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. You know what time it is. Why is that not available? Oh, is it because we're on top of a roof? That's okay. For some reason, it wasn't activating. It says posse versus not available at the moment. Why not? Maybe we should do that instead. Let's see if it gives us a location. Is it going to give us a location to go to? Normally it gives us a location. And it says, hey, head here. No? Okay. Where's the nearest... oh, the stable. I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Maybe I need to get rid of my wagon so I can activate it. Let's see if that does that. Run into here. Oh, of course, the door's broken on the other side. Hup, over the fence. Into the door. Get my horse out. I don't mind the freedom to express, but I do mind punishment for something not possible to know in advance, as well as dominant revanchism nowadays. I don't even know what revanchism means, boss. You have blown me away with that word. Upgrade. I think that's made it active. I think I made that active now. There we go. Right, okay. Let's try it again then, shall we? Posse versus. I can't get the posse feud to activate. And if I can't get the hunt the leader to activate, what I may have to do, as Campbell hasn't been booted, has he? Oh, Campbell's gone. Well, we lost to Campbell. No. I looked up revanchism on Wiki and I still don't know what it means. Oh, 1 disconnect. Well, that's not bad. 1 disconnect out of a bunch of hours. That's not bad. Right, okay, Brinsley. What we're going to do then is we're going to have a rumble on this roof. I'm going to disband the posse. I'm going to stand down the posse. Get your hammer out. And it's whoever is still holding the roof of this place by 12 o'clock. Okay? I can't start it, so... Pow! Strangle him! Strangle him! Dismiss him. Yeah, come on, old school fight. Old school. Oh, man. Pow! Oh, pow, pow. Somebody start a mission. Oh! Backhanded. Oop. How far is that mission? How far are those mission people? Oh, they're right there. Okay. No! No, I don't want to shoot those people. Break free. Break free. Thank you. Can I get them before they come into town? 'Cause I can! Pow! Pow! Yeah, motherfuckers! Pow! Destruction on a level like you wouldn't believe. Yeah. Oh, Brinsley, I think I upset a bunch of people. I just ruined their day. Oh! Yeah, I just started a whole bunch of shit there. Oh, Off the Shelf Review says there will be a film review tomorrow. Oh, really? Well, I wonder what that's going to be. I mean, oh, he downed me. Little git. That guy's pissed that I shot him. A film review on a Tuesday. Wow, what could that be about? I mean, obviously it's our Halloween series at the moment, and we did have Night of the Living Dead go up last week. Now it could be another horror movie, but Gary might have that Britney Spears Crossroads review that we did a couple of weeks ago up and ready. So you might get Britney Spears tomorrow. Where's that level 10? He shot me. That level 10 shot me. Technically, that wasn't my fault. I mean, they did just come into town. Where is he? Where is he? He's down there? Oh, is that him there? Pow! Got him right in the face. Nailed that guy right in the face. He thought he was gonna hide up here, but look at him. Oh, so young, so beautiful. Ah, who the fuck shooting me now? I'm getting fucking shot up by everybody at the moment. Look. Headshot. Oh, got Campbell. He dynamite me. Oh, 2 film reviews this week. Might be that Christina Aguilera movie that we did a while ago. I don't know. I don't know what Gary's talking about. Gary's just crazy. Don't listen to him, people. He's talking nonsense. There's no film review tomorrow, is there? Possibly. Right, okay, 3 minutes. This standard fight that we were going to have turned into a hell of a claustrophobic, craziness. Where's that guy? There he is. Oh. Who's that there? Is that Campbell? That's Campbell, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, that's Campbell. Oh! Like that, Campbell. That's what you want to do. you gotta be fast, Campbell. You gotta be fast, and if you're gonna fire, only fire a couple, and then get out. Where is he? Oh, he's up on top of that roof. There he is. Watch out, Brinzy. You're gonna get shot. I think. Pow! Oh man. Okay. Get up on the roof. Go. Yep. There we go. Lee Harvey Oswald up in this bitch. Look, Mom, the king of the world. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Ow. I'm on the fire. Where is he? There he is. There he is. Oh my god. What are you doing, Campbell? Oh shit! I've just started. Who else is down here? Is there other people in this town? There's a guy down there shooting some people, and Brinzy's over there on that roof, and there's another guy down there. The level 10 is all the way over there. Do 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 do, sing this song, do da do da. What's he doing? He's by the bounty hunter map. Oh, just missed you. Did you kill Artex? He shot Artex. Little bastard shot Artex. Whose horse is this? Cosmos. I'm gonna revive Cosmos then. It's just turned into a crazy. Yeah, I was just working for the government. I'm just a patsy. Actually, before I go, I did watch is that Campbell? That's Campbell. I did watch The Man Who Killed Hitler and then Bigfoot last night. That was really good, really strange. Definitely worth watching if you get the chance to watch that. Hey, Fred, how you doing? Oh, you took that like a boss. Okay, right. I gotta stop killing people. I really gotta stop killing people. I gotta go off. I gotta get birthday presents, birthday cards. I gotta do all the normal stuff in a normal day that a man should do. Yeah, that's a good shot. Sam Elliott is the man. Okay, everybody. Thank you for joining me this morning. You don't know how warm it makes me feel inside to know that everybody else wants me to keep doing these videos and obviously joins me in the mornings and we get to have big old chats about stuff. I will aim to be on tomorrow morning. My son does have the burn nurse coming round to check out his burns just to make sure that he's fine. That should only probably be an hour and then Dylan will be going to school, so then hopefully I can come back on. But just in case I get distracted and I have to head off to Gary's to obviously drop off his present, I should definitely be on Wednesday. I will definitely be on tomorrow at some point to keep the streak going. We are on daily challenges, 7 done today, 148 days. Whoop whoop. So with my Baron Samedi look going on, like I said, I want to I'll put that gun away. Put the gun away. Stand there, get the emotes out. I want to thank everybody. Hey, you all being sweet. You are so good. You're all so good looking. You're all so wonderful. You're so beautiful people. I'm gonna do a little dance for you as well while I'm here. And I will catch you later, guys.